Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Andrew Warren, and in today's video, we have another transparency update. So if you're new here, that just includes me talking about my portfolio's gains or losses for every single stock market day that I'm able to make a video on. And as a lot of you all know, it has been a while since I've done a little portfolio update, and that's just because I've had a few things going on lately. But now it seems like I finally have time to be consistent again, and I should be back on the grind. So that's a good thing. And so just addressing the portfolio for today, we do have Tesla stock taking a little bit of a dip today. Not too bad, to be honest, for a red day. And as you can see, it says Tesla over here is at minus 0.91% for both the normal market hours and the after hours. Now that's a little strange considering that the portfolio is a little bit different. It's saying minus 1.29%. So there's a little bit of a difference between the portfolio's movements and Tesla specifically, which is a little bit strange. But anyways, of course, before we get into this, if you all do enjoy these portfolio updates and the Tesla videos, please make sure to smash that like button. It really does help me out. But anyways, just getting into this one for today, we are currently at a value of $162,771.29, and it says in the normal market hours today, we had a minus 1.29% loss, which is minus $2,116.88. And then it's saying for the after hours right now, we're at 0.00%, or basically $0 for the movement in after hours. So that's a little bit strange. As I said, there's a little bit of a difference between what Tesla is saying. It says for today's return, minus 0.79% and minus 0.12%, which is a little bit different from what we're seeing with a portfolio. So I don't know why there's that big of a difference between the movements for today, but I'm just going to go with what the one says for Tesla specifically. So I'm just going to go with minus 0.91% for the actual drop today. So apparently here we lost less than what it's showing for the portfolio. Okay, I just now refreshed it and it seems like it is fixed, so that's a good thing. We got the desktop fixed, but as you can see, we have a little bit of a change in the numbers right now, so I'm going to run through it again. It says minus 0.80% for the normal market hours. That is minus $1,308.25, and then in the after hours it's at minus 0.19% or minus $305.07. And then also just to check out the rest of the time frame, since we haven't done so in a while, so for the past week we are at minus 7.21%. that's minus $12,657.11. so a pretty big discount on Tesla stock if we're just considering the movements over the past week. So that's pretty nice for those of you that are out there looking for some discounts right now. I'm definitely looking for some discounts, but my main problem is just getting more cash on the sidelines. I basically have nothing on the sidelines right now, so that's what I'm working on right now. I just need more cash to invest, but I am pretty excited about this discount we're seeing. And so for the past month, we're currently at minus 10.83%. That is minus $19,785.26. And then for the past 3 months, we are at plus 10.80%, which is plus $15,868.50. And then finally, for the past year, we are currently at plus 58.64%, or plus $60,199.08. And then we have the same numbers for the all-time chart as well, considering that I've been investing for under a year. We're actually getting a little bit closer to that. Once we hit December 2nd, that will be a full year of investing for me on Robinhood. So like I said, over the past month and over the past week, we have seen a little bit of a discount with Tesla stock. And I also have a new video coming after this one in which I'll be talking about a recent purchase that I made, and that has to do with my Roth IRA. So I have purchased Tesla stock. I believe I purchased it on Monday, maybe sometime this week. I know that for sure, but that's my main plan right now, is to basically max out my Roth IRA for the year of 2020. And then once I get that done, I'm moving on to just saving up some of my money to pay off my taxes, and then after that I'll start buying Tesla stock a little bit more. So now that we've addressed the different time frames over the past couple of months, let's just check out the movement for today. So it started out under the baseline at minus 0.09% in the pre-market, and then once it hit that 9:30 a.m. marker, once the normal market hour started, it was at minus 0.22%. That is minus $365. We had a little bit of a dip down to this point at 9:35. It bounces back up to the first point of the day in the green, the only point of the day in the green, at 9:40 a.m. and then it drops back down to this point at 9:50 a.m. Have a slight bounce here, and then it continues to drop downwards until this point at 10:25 a.m. That's at minus 1.81%. It bounces back up and then goes all the way down to one of the lowest points of the day, possibly the lowest of the day, at 11 a.m. at minus 2.28%. That's minus $3,748, and then it bounces back up to this point at 11:25 5, we have some more volatility all the way until this point, in which it drops back down to this minus 2.38% marker, and then it continues on from 2:15 p.m. until the end of the day, where we actually see an incline upwards. So we've recovered a little bit of this dip towards the end of the day, which is always a good thing, especially considering that today is a Friday. It could have obviously ended off a lot worse. We could have hit this point and it could have gone down even more, but thankfully we got a little bit of a recovery towards that last hour of the normal market hours, and then we kind of have a flat line as well for the after hours so far. There's a few more hours of the aftermarket right now, so there's still some more time for it to move in a different direction, but overall so far we've just seen pretty much a flat line. So that's good that we've seen kind of a recovery towards the end of the day. So it ended up not being that big of a drop day for Tesla, and if we compare that to the rest of the market, we have NASDAQ at minus 0.81%, we have VOO at plus 1.38%, so a little bit more on the tech side. We have a drop for today, and then with the VOO, which is what I use for like the general stock market representation, it actually was in the green today. So Amazon was in the green at plus 0.60%, Adobe was in the green at plus 1.46%, Shopify was in the red, Nvidia was in the red, Microsoft was in the green, Apple was in the red. And just checking out some of the rest of the ones on the stocks list, we have a few of the tech stocks doing well, but then again we have a few of them that aren't doing well, and then we have some of the ones that are more like travel focused or bank focused that are doing really well, like CCL. So that's interesting. We're seeing a lot of the travel stocks and bank stocks in the green today, and then tech seems to be like half and half depending on the company, and Tesla just ended up being one of those in the red today, which is honestly nothing really surprising. Tesla is one of those that can go either way, and as I always like to say, the long term is really what matters with Tesla. The short term doesn't matter so much. It's just a matter of can you handle that volatility in the meantime until we reach another one of those really good growth days for Tesla, or just a long-term positive upwards trend for Tesla. So it's kind of like that quote that says, if you can't handle me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best. And that pretty much applies to Tesla as well. You do have to overcome a lot of volatility and be able to ignore this up and down movement that commonly occurs with Tesla. But that's the interesting thing about it, and I think that's one of the reasons there's still some buying opportunity with Tesla, which is because there's a lot of people that can't handle that volatility, and they may see some opportunity of growth out of Tesla, but they just cannot handle it emotionally. And so that's where people like me and many of you all come into play as well, where we can take advantage of Tesla being on sale, whether it's on sale or just whether we want to buy it at that point in time. The good thing about many of us long-term investors buying is that we're not really affected emotionally by these movements day to day, because that's not what is relevant to our investment position, because it's a long-term perspective. So that is another great thing about being a long-term investor. You don't have to worry so much about what's happening in the short term. Even in the first couple of years of your investment, you don't have to worry about it so much, as long as you're really confident that it's going to perform well in the long term and many years in the future. So that's kind of the perspective I have on Tesla, and that's also kind of an advantage that I see out of Tesla, where I know that some people are attracted to the stock, but they simply cannot handle the volatility, and therefore they decide not to buy it. But it's a situation where the investors with a higher risk tolerance, or someone that just doesn't have their emotions attached so much to the market, they can be in an advantageous position because they have that opportunity of buying the stock when other people are afraid to because of the volatility. But anyways, just checking out the all-time total for Tesla. For today's return, we are at minus 0.88%, which is minus $1,448.62. And then for the total return, we are at plus 34.05%, which is plus $41,606.89. So overall, we still have around a 34% gain, which is really solid for Tesla, considering that I've been putting a lot of money into it over these past couple of months. That has driven that gain down a little bit. I remember when it was at over 100% gain, but it has been lowered a lot since then, considering that I've been buying a lot of Tesla stock, which lowers that gain percentage based on my initial cost basis. So anyways, with all of that being said, please make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed this video, and also definitely make sure you take advantage of my referral link for Webull in the description below, because you can get 3 stocks valued up to $1,600 if you use my referral link right now. This is the first time that I can remember personally of them offering 3 free stocks. Usually it's either 2 or 1. I know they downgraded it to 1 for a while, and now they're back at 3. So that's a lot of money, even if it's only like $4 stocks, which I'll commonly get like $8 to $10 stocks sometimes, but that's still a pretty good amount of passive income right now. There's really not many ways to make easy money like that online by just doing a few simple things. So like I said, to get those 3 free stocks, all you have to do is sign up with my referral link and deposit $100 into your account. And if you do that, you'll get some free stocks, and then I'll also get some free stocks as well. So it helps support the channel, and you can also, as always, use my referral link to Robinhood as well. And by the way, if you do decide to use my referral link to Webull to get those 3 free stocks, keep in mind that with that $100 deposit that you're required to put in, you can take that $100 right back out after you get your free stocks. So there's really no long-term expense required. Up front, of course, you have to pay that $100, but you can take it back out. So it is free money pretty much, since you can take that deposit right back out. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.